One of the hardest parts for most people when they're first learning the Pachelbel canon is to be able to transition from one section to another smoothly when the rhythm changes. So for this video, I'm going to go over several times each transition so that you can really get a hang of how the rhythm stays the same. I'm going to have my metronome set at 66 for the 8th note, which is a little bit slow, but I think it'll be good for helping you just really hear how the rhythms relate to each other. So the first one I'm going to do is the transition from measure 6 to measure 7. So where quarter notes become 8th notes. Okay, so here's that one. Okay, ready, go. Let's do that again. Here's the same place. Ready, go. All right, let's do that one more time. Ready, go. So the thing to keep in mind for all of this is the proportional aspect of the rhythms. So the 8th note is what you're hearing on the metronome. That means that the quarter note lasts 2 beats, exactly twice as long as an 8th note. When we're going into measure 11, the 16th notes are going to be exactly twice as fast as the 8th notes. So here I'm going to do measure 10 and then going into 11, and we'll run that one a couple of times. Here's measure 10 going into 11. Ready, go. Let's do that a few more times. Measure 10, ready, go. All right, let's give you one more shot at that one. Ready, go. Next, we're going to go from measure 14 into measure 15, and we have to go backwards. So we're going to be going twice as fast as the beat, and suddenly we're going to go back to 8th notes, which is exactly with the beat. You'll notice that measure 15 has 2 8th notes, followed by a quarter note, which is going to get 2 beats, followed by an 8th note rest, 8th note, and then another quarter note. So you have to really pay attention to the 8th note pulse here. So here's measure 14 and 15. Ready, go. All right, let's do that one again. Ready, go. One more time. Ready, go. Okay, And incidentally, I'll put up another video discussing how to manage that part starting at measure 15, where you have to go up into third position. That'll be a separate note. But for now, we're going to go from measure 18 into measure 19. And before we get to 19, it's important to remember that the eighth note pulse is staying just the same, and there's two rhythmic components to measure 19. So one of them, it's a long, short, short, long, short, short, and then followed by two beats of 4 equal length notes. Ya, da, 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 da. Okay. When I'm teaching these rhythms using Suzuki variations, I would call it down, pony, up, pony, grandma rides a motorcycle. Down, pony, up, pony, grandma rides a motorcycle. Maybe that'll help. But anyway, back to measure 18. The dotted quarter note's going to get 3 eighth note pulses, and then, of course, the eighth notes just get 1 eighth note pulse. Okay, here we are. Measure 18 going into measure 19. Ready, go. Okay, let's do that again. Ready, go. Let's do it one more time. Ready, go. I'm going to stop for now so this video doesn't get too long, but we'll pick up on another one in this same series. Okay, thanks for tuning in.